But anyway, so let's get on with this, because I need something to chill out, because today's... Oh, man. I need to get a calendar. Bullshit! They are not in good humor today. Today has been rotten. Just absolutely rotten. 100% rotten. Okay, 95% rotten. I'm still alive. I can't complain too much, I guess. But I don't think they'll grow. Spring. Seeds. Spring. The destiny of destruction still awaits. So long as you have hearts, hate will lurk in the shadows. You who possess the wellspring of emotion known as the heart. You are the true mavericks. Okay, for a second I thought you were going with a Kingdom Hearts quote. But that's Mega Man, isn't it? How you doing, Roxas? I'm having a horrible day. And yeah, all of this stuff is spring, so the only thing I can plant are these. These and these. So. Alright, and artifact. Whoosh. You having a bad day too? Yeah. It's been kind of a sucky day all around, hasn't it? You go first, because yours is probably shorter than mine. I don't want to admit that I had an emotional tear apart earlier, but I kind of broke. Not proud that I broke, but I broke. It's just... life cannot be right on so many levels. Nah. Don't feel like sharing? That's fine, I won't make you. Just an offer, I guess, for today. Because I, had a lot of things just kind of go wrong today. Finding out about the shooting in Florida, that didn't help. And then just seeing... I didn't see people come together this time. All I saw was hate. And what's bad is that's exactly what this gunman... No, not even a man. This kid. 19-year-old. How the fuck did he get a gun? Just... This child... Hold on. I need to up that a bit. But this child somehow managed to get his hands on a gun and just made the world just more hateful. Really, it sucks. It's not fair to anyone. Not in the slightest. Alright, what do I want to do? I want to go to the community center. And I'm going to go ahead and deposit these parsnips. Because why not? But with the shooting today or yesterday, I'm sorry. With the shooting yesterday on Florida, the kid did it on purpose. That's no shit. It was 100% premeditated. And what's bad is it could have been prevented. It 100% could have been prevented. And not by any law. it's foraging. I need pantry. That's the bad part, is no law could have stopped this. Not at all. Alright, so now I can sell all my parsnips. Wait. Summer, artisan, animal, fall. I already got that one. Okay. Because the gun was purchased illegally. From what I have heard so far, is one story says that the gun was purchased from a cartel pusher. And the other one says, hey, if you need any materials or blueprints, my shop is the place for you to look. For your looking. Okay, it's Tuesday. I'm gonna go down to Pier and well, no, there's no point in going to Pier because it's the 23rd. All the seeds I'd buy right now wouldn't be useful. So I'm gonna see what I can do to get more money. George, a daffodil. Oh, that works out for me. Let's see, here's what I owe you. Thank you. Hey, it's Maru. I really should talk to her. Yeah, it sucks. But, gun control wouldn't have stopped that. It didn't stop it. Every single law that was in place was not listened to. So, really, what you gonna do? Personally, and since I'm becoming a teacher, I have even more right to say this. Teachers should be armed and they should be trained because they're the first line of defense for kids. This guy got into the school. He looked like another student. And he shot the school up and killed 17 people. I hope the guy rots, personally, but since they're in Florida, they're going to go for the insanity plea, and he's going to be out. He's not going to be in jail. And just like the illegal in California who killed those cops, he's going to get out and he's going to kill more. Because a lot of stuff nowadays is just absolute shit. So, the solution is not, oh, let's take all the guns away. The solution is we need mental help. Help is one thing. Because that system currently sucks. We need to stop dropping the ball because the FBI had this guy on their radar. The FBI knew that this person was nuts. They knew he was unstable. And nothing was done. None at all. So, maybe if the FBI wasn't so busy trying to find non-existent dirt on Trump, they could have done something about this. But no, instead everyone is, oh, look at what Trump did. Well, he didn't shoot up a fucking school now, did he? They really need laws where people who have good psych reports are allowed to get guns. That doesn't matter. This kid did have mental issues. Like I said earlier, one story says that he got it illegally from a cartel pusher. Since he's not that far from Miami, that makes sense. In addition, this person had mental deficiencies. And the other story that I've heard is that he got it legally, but he didn't put in the check mark. Dude, a psychotic could easily pass that test. Sociopaths can easily pass that test. Which really sucks. Hello, Amaretto. Excuse me as I readjust. And it's already proven that sociopaths can easily feign, like, they know what normal is. And they can get by that. Which sucks for those of us who are mentally stable. But yes, as much as I would love for that to be in effect, they really need laws where people have good psych reports, or maybe a law or something where you, yeah. I if that could work, I would love it. I would love it if. Hmm. Huh? Yeah. It was a thing. I would have heard about that. Yeah. Because the NRA wouldn't be for something like that. That's not the point of the NRA. Like the bumper stock, you can own a knife. But like the bumper stock, the NRA was like, no, this is a bad idea, and the Obama administration went, nah, we'll make it legal. They didn't listen, and there's so much wrong with the reporting this time around that you don't know what's true. Like like as I was trying to finish earlier, um, the kid just didn't put the check mark down that he was mentally inept. And whoever did the background check didn't do a good background check. If there even was a background check done in the first place. Ah, darn. Which clearly they wasn't, or they would have caught that. Hey, Akane. Just talking about just today's been a shit day. Not just because of the shooting, but other reasons too. But we're currently talking about the shooting that happened yesterday. And I mean, there's all of the mental instabilities that our current gun laws, they can't, it's so easy to get around our current gun laws, it's stupid. I'm not on Facebook because of it, yeah. Reality is subjective, yeah, I know. But, I mean, it's, it's sad all the way around. I am sorry, and I'm praying for the families that are affected, because that's all I can do. I personally can do. Like, I'm not someone who makes laws. Ooh, cool, I got an anchovy. Um, but, like, on a lighter note, how good is your hand for drawing scars? I do special effects makeup, and Nostalgia Critic complimented me on it, so fairly good. Um, I think. But that's special effects makeup and not necessarily drawn on paper. In all honesty, doing it special effects wise is probably a lot easier than drawing it on paper. But yeah. Oops. Still cast. Totodile, don't move. Maybe I need to quit fishing. Yeah, you go over here. No! Crap! I hate this bamboo pole. Also, remembering how the mechanics work is probably also a good thing. I will read chat in a second. Alright. There we go. Got it. I need to draw the sword scar for Akane that runs across her chest. On a picture, I'm kind of meh. On a body, I can do. Almanac. Okay, time still's going. See if I can get this thing to turn around for me. But yeah, with shifting back to the darker subject, it could have been, it was 100% preventable. Like, I could do scars. Nice. That's good. Roxas, you should help Akane. Nice. That reminds me, Roxas, I don't think I've ever seen any of your artwork. Which also reminds me, I was somewhere between doing Stardew Valley and just random doodling. I've got Photoshop C6, I think. I did a reference draw, but it didn't look how I wanted it. That happens. Actually, that happened with fan art I was doing of a Star Wars RP. I just learned that. Whoop! Aha! I caught the Totodile. The Totodile did not fall, ladies and gentlemen. Find me on Tumblr if you want. Nice. You didn't tell me you could draw, dude. I don't have any artwork. Oh. Yeah, I'm learning how to use Photoshop right now. Can't draw well. Well, hey, maybe you and I can team up. I can draw, like, the panels and other, like, line art and stuff, and you can fill them in for me. That would be great. But yeah, shifting back, I always hated Photoshop. I'm learning how to use it. Crap, Ola, I can't get over there. At least I don't think I can. Hold on. No, it vanished. Yet I'm good at pointillism and shading. Nice. Well, sometimes they don't always go hand in hand, I will admit. Gosh, I remember one of the first times I was fishing on my other game. My very first fish, I think, was like a... Ooh. Sweet, I got 2 items. Yeah, it's, I'm just now teaching myself, acquaintance, because not really friend at this point. An acquaintance of mine was, giving out free Photoshop. And I'm like, hell, I'll take it. And lo and behold, that's how I got Photoshop. They were giving it out for free. And I'm like, hell yeah. Like, it's supposed to be better than GIMP, so... Because I'm used to GIMP. I haven't seen them on Tumblr in over a year, so... It was one of the Zemnis blogs I was following. I don't even remember now who it was. I just know it was a Zemnis blog, and no, it was not blue. Which, by the way, he still owes me money. Random thing, but he still owes me money. Yeah. Well, actually, I would imagine you wouldn't know that. Let's see. Keep carrying. Okay, I already had an anchovy. So I'll keep the anchovy. Keep another one of you. Let's see. Let's see. This is technically not construction, so... no. So it's this one. Yeesh. Boom. And then sell all you. Boom. Want this? Don't take that, Akane. Don't do it. Your life is not worth it. Okay, so I'm gonna sell. I took some more duct tape to the... well, you do what you gotta. I'm not gonna knock you there. That wouldn't be right if I did. But good gravy. Oh, right. Tomorrow's the egg festival. I've not been petting the cat every day. Shit. Yes, I got the crab pot. Yeah, let me guess. It's gotten worse. All right, I almost... Oh, gosh. I made some money. That's not bad. Probably one of the few benefits of this game is you don't have to worry about feeding yourself. No, I covered it because I got tired of the car squealing every time it rained. Oh, jeez. Shit. No, Roxas. That reminds me. Roxas, your Muse X. Are they an OC or are they an actual character from Mega Man? I have been meaning to ask you that, but I have not remembered to ask you that. Yeah. Oh yeah, which reminds me, I don't think I'm gonna have to start a GoFundMe, but I may have to start a Patreon. I don't want to, but I may have to. Alright, all of this stuff should best. I can't go to the freaking thing. Let's see, I think it's down. But, man. While I wait for your answer on that, Roxas, ugh. Darn. Arame is making the why Patreon? Because of the news I got today from the doctor, which is the rest of the reason my day has been shit, and not just the shooting. And people on Facebook telling me to die because I own a gun. Ooh, yay, forge. No, it's gonna come up again later, so I might as well just say now. Because rather than repeat myself 15 billion times. X is an OC, but their many great grandfather is actually a character from Mega Man. Mega Man Star Force. He looks almost identical to Zid. Okay. Because for the longest time, I kept trying to find X in the wiki when I saw the pic. Sure. Okay. Okay, that's good to know. Oh my gosh. Oh, what do I want? Do I want the rare crow? Oh, I can't get the rare crow. Alright. Tub of flowers recipe it is. Because that is a better idea than actually getting the tub of flowers. Hey, have you red jelly? Wow. Aw, poor Caroline. Aw. I'm trying. A little stilted. The old timers really love it though. I'm flattered, but no. No! Okay, come on, Jazz. You can move. Oh my gosh, I got stuck. Oh my gosh. They do have a Mega Man X. You know, they didn't have an X in the side of the timeline where Star Force is, so I make one. Okay. Spring is almost over. What a shame. Aw, Lioness. And I'm still single. I don't know about that, Marnie. Oh my gosh, 2 people have the hots for Marnie. That's funny. Was one show number one? I don't think... Was Mega Man ever a show? I know it's a game. Off the throne just yet. Ew, no. Jeez. NT Warrior? Mm. I thought it was a cartoon. I knew it was a game. Nah, I'm not done talking with everyone yet. I can hardly see them. Too bright out here. Aww. Yes, Miss Adeline, they're beautiful. I'm trying. Oh gosh. Really? Okay. Maybe next year. Yeah, you actually have to have affinity. Frog season? Yeah, Willie, I'm with ya. Warm air, did I mention wine? Oh yeah, Pam's an alcoholic. So much rejection. I know, right? Wow, that face! No, not likely. Cold! Oh, how bad is his rejection gonna be? Wow. Ow! Ow! Well, more icing on the shit cake. Oh gosh. It's a dance, but my mother-in-law is on the school board. They had a show of it, 3 shows of it, in fact. 2 are animes, 1 was made over here. And for this, one of our middle school kids died tonight in a car accident. Please pray for their family. So, for those of you who pray, golly, kids are dropping left and right. I'm telling you, shit day. Yeah. Kid died in a car accident this time. Not a shooting, thank God, but it was a. They died in a car accident tonight. A middle school kid. Jeez. That's just. Tornado strikes PA earlier today. Kit quickly lights a cigar. Yeah, I know, right? Wait, there was a tornado in Pennsylvania? How's that good news? Ugh. Spirits are happy today. Okay, so I need to go to certain places. Entire season of growth, so plan ahead. If the area directly surrounding your new tree isn't clear, it will interfere with the growth. When your fruit tree is mature, it'll produce delicious fruits for you every season, every day while in season. Yeah. Yeah, not meant to be good news. Well, since we're on the sad news train, allow me to tell you guys about my morning. Drinks heavily. And don't do that, Roxas. You'll have to replace your liver. Uh-oh. Yeah. Alright, so this morning I had to get blood work done. Usually not too bad. Decided to try and get it done in my left arm. Now thinking back to it, I realize that I don't ever use my left arm. But at the time I forgot because I didn't have any food in me. So I go in and I'm like, yeah, use my left arm because I need my right arm today. I've got to walk on my cane. Oh, BS, you're human. Now my phone's blowing up. But, man, my head hurts. Give me a few seconds. Hey, Ross? Ross? Rasu? Yoo-hoo! Crap, Ola, he can't hear me. And he's sitting right there. How the fuck did that happen? Oi! Yay, I finally got your attention. I am not going to throw something at him. He hasn't done anything wrong. He just can't hear me. Or he just couldn't hear me. Thank you, because I'm getting a headache. It's probably from me crying earlier. But yeah. So they took the little butterfly thing that they use, what they call a butterfly needle, and they stuck my left arm. Well, you would think that it would be... Thank you very much. I think I still have some in there, but... He made me hot chocolate because I've had a piss poor day. But they didn't just... The lady didn't just stick me. She dug around in there trying to hit the vein. And if you've ever experienced that, you know the pain that that kind of thing causes. And I realized today that my pain tolerance is both much higher and much lower. Yeah, they didn't just do that once. They did it twice. They stuck it on the outside. Like, they stuck what, here and then here. And they did it twice. Thank you very much. Passes out from words. Yeah. This is the beginning of my day, guys. The beginning of my day today. February 15th, 2018. I was gonna chat with him. Yeah, this is the beginning of my day. Is pale. Yeah. Now, I'm about to inform you, the next portion of this day of mine will inform you why I'm probably going to start a Patreon in order to start, you know, actually making money. So, at 9 o'clock, I needed to go to TOC, which, for those of you who don't know, TOC is an orthopedic specialist, which means they specialize in bones. Specifically, TOC specializes in like joints and lower back. So these guys specialize in ankles, which, for those of you who know, I have issues with my ankles. Specifically, oh no, it's about to get much worse than just I need surgery. It's the options that I have available to me. They're not good. But found out I had to pay, my bill today was $200, and that's with insurance. So if that gives you a hint on how poorly this is about to go. Let's see. Alright, I'm gonna eat you. Alright, so I need to go to town. But yeah. It's more than that. Anyway. Drinks the most alcoholic thing in existence. Pure, well, define alcohol. Are we talking purely ethanol, or are we talking compounds in general? I'm a chemistry major, don't forget. Anyway, so they, so because they said I may have to fill out paperwork, I had to go in early. Specifically, I had to go in 45 minutes early. So I had to go in at 8:15. Yeah. If you know where to look. First sales almost day. Oh yeah, she's the foraging person. But you'd think I'd be able to finish this story. The drinkable one. Well, I mean, they're all technically drinkable. It's just whether or not you survive after you drink them. And even then, there's the old saying of, they put the bottle to their head and pulled the trigger. But I digress. Wrong one. Yep, even he did it. But, so, went in to the main office for TOC, which is where the physicians are, and said to the lady, hey, I'm here for physical therapy. They informed me that, oh no, physical therapy is in the other office. I'm like, okay, and it's in the building behind us. I'm like, okay. Sure, whatever. Ooh, I got starfruit. Oh, it's in the summer. Starfruit are really rare, by the way, for those of you who don't know, which would be everyone now that I think about it. Anyway, so they told me to go to the other building. Had to get in my car, drive to the other building. Hi, Puff. Then dinner tonight. Jeez, is it really that bad? But so I go and I drive over to the other building. And ooh, I do have a cave carrot somewhere. And oh yeah, there's no point in me getting anything. I talk to the lady there, or the ladies there at the front desk, and say, hey, I'm here for physical therapy. They ask me, okay, what's your name? I do the whole spiel. And they're like, you're not supposed to be here. I'm like, what? And so I dig into my book bag, because I brought my paperwork with me just in case something like this happened. And I'm like, well, I'm supposed to see Dr. So-and-so. And they're like, oh, he's in the other building. The other building I had just driven from. So I'm like, okay, I'll go back. So I went back, and the lady at the front desk of the first place went, hey, what happened? And I'm like, there's a miscommunication. I'm not here for physical therapy. I'm here for a doctor's appointment. This is my doctor. And they're like, okay. So I get called back. Financial lady says, yeah, you were supposed to pay copay last time you were here. Here's your copay today of $200. I'm like, well, shit. Oh, damn. Dadgummit. Anyway. Excuse me, my nose is itchy. My nose always itches when I stream. It bugs me. But anyway. So I fork over 150, not because the way the lady explained it, it wasn't, oh, you have $200 worth of what you have to pay. She made it sound like I had a $150 bill today and I still owed 195, I think it was. So I'm like, well, shit, fine. Turns out I only had to pay $200 total, but still it was $200. And it was 150. 150 was the copay today. There we go. I'll turn in the cave carrot thing tomorrow. Or tomorrow, in-game at least. And so, that's all the financial stuff out of the way. Then we have the actual doctor's visit itself. I had to get more x-rays done. And I had to do load-bearing x-rays, which was interesting. So I sat down, doctor comes in. We talk for a while about what's going on with my ankle. And he informs me, he pulls up the x-ray on his computer and he shows me. Points to this shadowy area that's not supposed to be shadowy. And says, you have tremendous bone loss of the talus. Which, for those of you who know, my first surgery was on my talar dome. Or the talus in my ankle. My right ankle. And it was to repair damage. They had to use cadaver tissue. So, when this new doctor shows me this x-ray and goes, you have tremendous bone loss in this area that was supposed to be fixed, just how bad are your joints? Well, my first response is, I'm a heaps, but that doesn't really tell you much. Pretty bad, yes. Let's say, Akane lived with me for a while. Almost a year now that I think about it. So she knows about how bad my joints are. And it's just this joint in particular that is, my right ankle is just bad. So my options, he said, to fix this, because I am losing bone. I have no idea. No one knows how it got this way. No one. And no one can figure out what caused it. Like, to my knowledge, I don't have a degenerative bone disease, to my knowledge. But I also have that mystery cold I get for 2 months in the winter that no doctor has been able to cure yet. And it's driving me up a wall. Excuse me. Oh, man. Bob Jones High School. Jesus Christ almighty. Ah, jeez. Anyway. You're losing bone. How and why? We don't know. And we don't know how much bone I've lost. We just know there's tremendous bone loss. Because this area on my ankle, now mind you, this is just from an x-ray. He has no idea how extensive this damage actually is. So I have to get a CAT scan of my ankle for him to see just how bad the damage really is. Just how much bone loss there actually is. And he said that I have two options. Neither one explains why you're relying on your cane more. Yeah, it does. And my biggest problem right now is, well, I'll explain more about it in a moment once I get to it. But my options are, this is what the doctor straight up told me. I have two options. Neither one are really that good. I'm telling you the opposite order he told me because of detail. One option is they fuse my ankle bones together. That tells you how bad this really is. That one of my options is to just fuse all of my ankle bones together to fix this. My other option, and by the way, when they fuse your ankle bones, you lose all range of motion in your ankle. All range. Yeah. That's just one of my options, and it's not good. Need to keep that, and you I can sell. I'm not worried about energy right now. Actually, I can get rid of the trash. My other option, which he flat out told me this doesn't have a good track record. That the surgery he was about to inform me of did not have a good track record whatsoever. Didn't I water? Oh crap, I don't think I watered any of this. Becomes pale, tried to understand and comprehend how this is happening. I don't know. Oh my gosh, I didn't water any of these plants. I am a dummy. That explains a lot. But yeah. So what this surgery is we have to wait for someone to keel over who's a donor. And specifically, we have to wait for someone who has a talus or ankle bone. According to this, I haven't watered these plants. Judging by everything turning dark, it means I haven't watered them. But crap. But the doctor said that what they'd have to do is they have to wait for a cadaver. I know, I'm not happy with it either, Puff. You have to wait for a cadaver. And whose tallest matches mine in terms of size and such. And they're going to cut out a chunk, basically everything that's degraded in my ankle, big old block. And I'm not talking millimeters, I'm talking like, we're talking like an inch. They can transfer everything in a body. I mean, recently there's this one lady that got a new set of lungs transferred in to their body. But yeah, they can transfer bone. The only unsuccessful, actually not even that. The only thing I haven't heard of being successful in terms of transplant is transplanting someone's head onto someone else's body. I had heard someone was supposed to go through that procedure, but I haven't heard anything else from it since. It was supposed to happen December 2017, but I've not heard about anything since then. is some Russian guy whose body was pretty much like his head was fine, but his body was just useless and wilted. And there happened to be someone who died that matched everything he needed, and they were going to transfer his. He said he was fine with if he died, it was better than him living the way he was. So they were going to transfer his head. The uterus transfer failed as well. Right. Really? I didn't know that. They'll fix that one of these days. The trans community won't shut up, I'm sure, until that happens. But before I go on a tangent, yes, they can transplant bone. Like, I have cadaver tissue plugs already in my ankle from my first surgery. But essentially what they'll do is they'll cut a big chunk out of my talus, which is the dead bone that's degrading and disappearing. And yeah, her body attacked the new uterus a day after doctor announced the success. Well, that's... The transplant itself was successful. What wasn't successful is the body's acceptance of it. Like, he was able to physically physically attach it. Yeah, that wasn't the problem there. The problem there was just... the body went no. Yeah, it's because it wasn't compatible. The operation was a success. It worked. It's just the body didn't want it. So, and I mean, that's really no fault of, that's really no one's fault in that case. Because there's a 50-50 shot when it comes to transplant. Maybe that's what's wrong. Maybe that's the reason my bone is decaying on the inside. But I haven't had any infection and it healed well, so who knows. I can't plant anything. Not without losing considerable amount of money. But anyway. So, yeah. They take a chunk out of them. They take a chunk out of their body. Take a chunk out of me. And basically attach the new bone with screws. Mind you, I already have screws in my leg. So it'd just be like another bunch. The problem, the doc said, is this surgery does not have a good track record. But it would allow me to keep my ankle's current range of motion, which for me is huge. Because the moment he suggested, you definitely are falling apart on us, I know, right? But yeah, the moment he suggested fusing my ankles together, which would completely remove any and all mobility in my ankle, I immediately said no. In all honesty, it's less of I can't, and more along the lines of I don't want to live like that. But that was an interesting meow. But yeah. So, my only option to fix this that I am willing to go with. You wouldn't be able to go to cons either. I wouldn't be able to walk properly ever again if they were to fuse my bones together. I would never walk properly again. Ever. For the rest of my life. And I'd much rather take the risk on a procedure with a bad track record that gives me the hope of still having my ankle mobility. I'd much rather do that than willingly give up mobility. I can't do that. Could a bone marrow transplant fix your... No. He would have gone over that. The bone is literally disappearing, Roxas. Like, it's not there anymore. That's the problem, is the bone's no longer there. At all. Like, yeah. Because it's not a blood marrow thing. It's not a leukemia thing. It's a legitimate, the bone is just disappearing. Essentially. Yeah. And it's just... And all in all, it's just, like, super frustrating. And I can't really call it anything else but super frustrating. And it bothers me to no end that there is literally nothing I can do. Oh yeah, I was supposed to take the cave carrot. Did I get a cave carrot? I did get a cave carrot, but I put it in the community bundle. Right. Right? Yep, I did. Darn. Tartar sauce. But yeah. So, my options aren't good. At all. So, not in the slightest. So Mom thinks I should go to culinary school. I'm trying to think of some kind of thing that can stop the bone from disappearing. From disappearing, yeah. I'm sure the doctor would have told me something. But in addition to disappearing bone, I have... Ow! And that was said right ankle popping. Ow! In addition to that, I also have onset of arthritis in that ankle, of all things. And the pain in my knee and hip on that same leg are from compensating for the pain in my leg, or in my ankle. So yeah, the reason I'm thinking about doing Patreon, yeah, I got a green. The reason I'm thinking about doing Patreon, I don't plan on it, Mr. Linus. Gets him, yeah. Aw, poor Linus. Again, he's like my favorite character in the entire game. I love this character. But yeah, the reason I'm thinking about starting a Patreon is because I have a high deductible insurance, which means I could be paying a butt ton out of pocket for this surgery if I go through with this. Yeah, so, oh yeah, and shifting back, I have to get a CAT scan. Now, this CAT scan is not covered by my insurance at all. It is not covered at all. But I have to have it for the doctor to know the extent of the damage. So I asked him, how much is it? And he said he didn't know everywhere. But he knew that at TOC that it was not covered by insurance, so I would have to pay out of pocket, which he was very kind and was very upfront with me, which I was greatly appreciative of, because hearing, yeah, here's your really bad options from a doctor is never a good thing to hear. But he said that a CAT scan at TOC would be $200. And I've already done my crying for the day, so I'm not as bad. Not good, but not bad. Damn it. I should have backed up. Alright. But yeah, it's, excuse me. My nose is horribly, horribly itchy for some reason. Ugh. I am so sorry, guys. Horseradish. I don't want to eat the leek yet. Jeez, I did not get very far. Alright, got the bug meat. But yeah, he's like, I don't know what it is at other places. If you can find it cheaper, do so. But at TOC, it's $200. And that's the reason I'm thinking of starting a Patreon, is because... No! Ah, shit! Oh, the one thing I did not want to do. Okay, let's see. I really don't want to do this, but I need to. I've got energy, and I just need that little bit. Leave mine. But yeah, basically my reasoning is if the CAT scan is $200, how much is this surgery going to be? I'll have a cave carrot. Okay. 3 damage. Increases knockback. Increases precision. Not bad. But yeah, if I keep getting off track. 2 to 5, and what was this? 3 to 7. Yeah, I'll take it. I can sell it straight to him. Help keep the valley safe. Nice. But, Pip! Well then. But yeah, I can't even imagine how much the surgery would be, which is the reason I'm thinking about starting a Patreon in order to have the money in order to get the surgery when I get it. Because it's no longer a question of if I need it. It is, when am I willing to do it? Which really sucks. My favorite character in the game. But yeah. And I need to check, see if I have that medicine that gets rid of exhaustion, because getting exhausted this early in the game is not... Well, no, I can afford it because tomorrow's the 27th, not the 28th. But anyway, but yeah. It's... I can't even imagine, and if I'm able to raise money through, like, Patreon, like, doing maybe doodles and chibi drawings, see if that gets me anywhere. Mostly chibis. Like, I won't ever be... I won't do free art again unless it's stuff for myself. Because I can't really afford it now. But, yeah. Just start a Patreon and start doing stuff. Like, my Etsy shop, even with Valentine's Day and the fact that I'm selling hearts, I've not made a penny. I've lost money on Etsy. So, yeah. I'm just... I need to find ways to make money now. And I need to make decent chunks now. So, with Patreon, people can donate, and I can do stuff like getting on. Oh man. I didn't know you guys had a dead man's curve here too. Jeez. But yeah. It's just I I don't have steady income. And I need steady income in order to be able to save up for A, surgery, B, more school. Because I just it's a combination of I don't know what to do, but at the same time I know exactly what needs to be done. I know what my solution is. I know how to get my solution done. The problem I'm facing is not, oh, what do I do? It's how do I convince people, other people to do it? How do I convince them to donate? Like, for example, I've got, yeah, I can put, I could put like a, not subscriber, like a Patreon only Discord. And there's just, ooh, preserves jar. And it's just, I've got so much work to do, and I have not been making any money whatsoever. And then, just, it's just daunting, to say the least. To make life difficult, of course they would. Hey, I got full energy back. That's not bad. Alright! I cannot plant anything, but hey, got all this stuff. Okay. Alright, so parsnip, keeping those parsnips because I might be able to use them as food. Oh no. Screw that. No, get rid of all those. Let's see, what else? I can take the sap from in here. But, yeah, so I just have to figure out what to do. Or, not what to do, I just have to get it done and convince people to help me get it done. Depressing, just utterly depressing. Yeah, I know, but think on the positive side, I could be stuck in a wheelchair. And I mean, I can't post this on, like, I can't post any links or anything on Facebook because people will look at the rest of my wall and go, oh, she's a Republican. I hope she dies, because that's how most of the Democrats I've seen on my dash act. It's like, oh, I hope she dies. Oh, I hope, like, she deserves this and all that other bullshit. And just, oh man, I lost all of that. That sucks. I tried. Oh well. But yeah, it's, I would post it on my Facebook, but I know for a fact that any of the Democrat people who see it are gonna go, oh, she deserves it, and they're going to comment with, I deserve to be in pain. Because people aren't people anymore. People are their politics. And because, like, for example, originally I did not support President Trump. Originally I didn't. I was just kind of meh. But because of the hatred I've looked into him more and I've started supporting him. That's the reason I support Trump. Because liberals kept saying, shh, with all that mess, politics don't matter, you don't deserve that. Democrats will many of the Democrats I know, and the politicians for that matter, disagree with that. They would say, oh, I deserve it. Just like my other unfortunate things that have happened. But, yeah. I agree that politics really shouldn't matter. Because in the end, we are more than our politics. Yes, it drives some of our decisions. So give me the link and I'll put it on my Facebook. I have to, A, make the Patreon first. Like, if you could share the Etsy links that I put on there, that would be great. Like custom Pokeball. Currently, the two things I have in my shop are custom Pokeball orders and hearts. I have, lol. Yeah, I've not got. No one's bought anything. Thank you though. But yeah, no one's bought anything. Hell, I put it on Tumblr and no one bought anything. Yeah, there's a kitty cat over there. Yeah, I know. Tumblr's like, oh, we support artists. Oh, we do this. Oh, we do that. And it's like, bullshit. You don't do anything. You don't actually support people. You just claim that you do. So you feel better about yourselves. And it doesn't help the artist in question. It just makes them feel like a bump on a log. Which is never good either. Careful, kitty cats, and careful, Ross. But yeah, it's just... It would be nice if I could sell something. I mean, I have inventory. I've got plenty of inventory. Because I sit on my laurels when I don't want to do anything else, and I crochet. So I actually am going to take this and only put it in half. I mean, it's just... bleh. It's... The ways I have to make money aren't making me money at all. I have Etsy, I have YouTube, I have Twitch. YouTube keeps moving the fence posts, or they keep moving the goal line. Because first it was, oh, you have to have 10,000 views. And here's the funny thing. I'm already partner verified on YouTube. I'm already partner verified. Meaning that they would allow me to be monetized. But they don't grandfather anyone into their policies. So first it was, oh, anyone can become a partner. I became a partner. And then it became, you smell like grass. And then it became, oh, you have to have 10,000 views. And that's when my channel got 100% demonetized. And then it became, thanks to Logan Paul and his asshattery. Vincent. They moved the goalpost saying you have to have 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time. I have over 500 videos, by the way. So. Yeah. That is not what I needed. Good night. Well, I'm going to bed. Yeah, I'm going to... This will be my last day today in Stardew. Well, the last day for this stream. I'll probably stream again tomorrow, because tomorrow my sister Jordan is having ankle surgery, and I have to go to Hartzell to watch after the littlest sister, Taya. So yeah, but yeah, good night, Roxas. Sweet. May you have very pleasant dreams. May the despair bear be unaware of thy presence. Oh, sorry, I had to poke fun at Monokuma. But yeah, yeah, I've got that tomorrow. I know. I need to ask my mom and dad who my sister's surgeon is, and I'm gonna laugh my rear end off if it's the same doctor I have. My ass will just fall right off with how hard I'm gonna laugh if it's the exact same doctor. So yeah. My sister Jordan had hers is a soccer injury. What's bad is, no! This was during their soccer practice that one of her teammates stepped on her foot and twisted, and the motion tore my sister's Achilles tendon. So yeah, we know the reason for my sister's injuries. This is like her third or fourth surgery on her ankle. Wrong one. So yeah. We're just a family of injuries. Like, so far I think my dad has had the most surgeries, because he's had to have surgery on his neck twice, I think. Had to have surgery on his neck, had to have surgery on his back, had to have surgery on his right shoulder 4 times now. Because my dad is more stubborn than I am. It's where I get it from. And he keeps tearing the muscle from the bone because he works on cars. And he's had to slow down, which drives him nuts. And so when he gets angry, he works harder, and then he tears his shoulder again. And I think he's also had he hasn't had his hemorrhoid surgery yet, I don't think. Then again, I could be wrong. But it's just, puh, puh. Oh yeah, and I'm having to put my book, I'm gonna have to postpone my book, which that sucks. Halfway tempted to write a manifesto and see how that goes. But anyway, I'm not even joking on that. I actually was thinking about it on the way to school today, which I had environmental chemistry today. That was fun. We did a lab. Didn't really have to wear much PPE, which for those of you who don't know, PPE stands for Personal Protective Equipment. Just sharing all them small facts. Not car facts, small facts. But anyway. Sap is in the other one. That's in the other one. This one. But yeah. My dad has had like a butt ton of surgeries. My mom has had both surgeries on both wrists because she has carpal tunnel, or had carpal tunnel, which we think that's coming back. My mom is a cancer survivor, breast cancer specifically, and my mom's side of the family has someone in my mom's side of the family has like had every. I know the sentence I'm trying to say, but I don't know how to say it because it's so late at night and my brain is starting to fry. Which is hilarious in this context because my mom's maiden name is Fry. She's a French fry. Kidding, nah, she's Panamanian, just like I am, which is also funny because when you think Latin America, you think the typical Latino. You don't think someone as pale as me. But I'm Panamanian, and in terms of what country I was born in, and um, I'm Cherokee in terms of, well, heritage. But you couldn't tell that by my face or my skin color unless I actually get the right amount of sun and I don't burn up like a crispy fritter. You know what? I think this is all I'm gonna do for the day. Or at least this day on here. Wrong one. Not this one. Not this one. This one. But yeah. My family's had a butt ton of surgeries. My dad's side of the family is known for having skeletal problems, usually just lower back issues. My mom's side of the family has like every cancer known to man is in my mom's side of the family. Bless their hearts. Um, like my grandma, my biological grandma, Noreen, if you've ever heard me talk about her, she had cancer in her heart. And when they opened her up, the doctors who were operating on her, one of them said, I have never seen this in my entire medical career. The other one said that less than like 2% of cancers are like this. And I'm sitting here going, Noreen, which is my biological grandma, had that happen. My grandfather, on the other hand, on my mom's side, my mom's dad, he had to have open heart surgery, but when the doctors went in, um, his heart had grown its own bypass. Yeah, I have those genes in me, and the gene expression generally skips a generation, so that's with me and my sisters. But anyway, Uh, I'm gonna end the stream here with all of that lovely medical history yapped out. So good night, Roxas. Good night, Akane. Good night, anyone else that was watching that didn't comment. Oh, my nose is itchy. So yeah. So with that said, and I didn't have a single drop frame tonight. That's nice, you know? I ended the night good. My day was shit. My night was good. Thank you guys for being here, and I will see you tomorrow, provided nothing bad happens. We probably won't be doing Borderlands this weekend. We'll probably be doing Cuphead, and hopefully able to finish that. So I don't have it just hovering over my head that I can't finish this damn game. So with that said, excuse me, my nose is horribly itchy. I will see you guys tomorrow, hopefully with good news. So those of you who pray, please pray for my sister Jordan, because she's going through surgery tomorrow at 9. We found out today what time it was, but at least we knew the day about a month ago. Military doctors. Anyway, with that said, I will see you guys later. Ciao.